The player receives advice about the refining of his game.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a three-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Joe Musgrove, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Joe Musgrove, a strike-throwing machine, not known for throwing a lot of strikeouts. Four-pitch mix, Matt. Fastball, slider, curveball, and changeup. He needs all four. He doesn't have any one pitch that sticks out that's a dominant pitch, so he needs all of his pitches. The key for Joe is throwing strikes early on in the count.
Steve Cook.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last two in a row.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with two strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Bases are empty here, nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Williams is under it. 1 out.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
Stepping up now, Steve Cook. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Ready with the 0-2. Hit high and deep to right center. Williams is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Cesar Hernandez. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. The 1-2. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave them loaded. They lead this one, though, 5-1. So striding forward now, Steve Cook, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one is launched. Look at this. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run shot to left center. 6th home run on the season for him. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Coming to the plate now, Steve Cook.
Very rarely, Matt, you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at-bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Dribbled to the right side. That winds up foul for the 2nd strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. Morgan, 30 years of age. He was selected in the 3rd round back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Eaton will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Phils jumped out to an early lead in the 1st and never looked back. Dominguez gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Pedro Acosta earns the save out of the bullpen, his 5th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night. And welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Jameson Taillon is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Batting fourth, third.
Now in the box, Steve Cook. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Pirates leave 1. They're down 2-0. Stepping into the box, Steve Cook comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, he makes the stop. The throw. Got him. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You got to be kidding me.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Cesar Hernandez. His batter-pitcher line against Jamison Tyone. He's got 3 base hits in 18 at-bats. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. This is popped up. Tyone has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Steve Cook. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
From a hitter's perspective, you knocked a donut off your bat knowing 2 things. This pitcher is out on the mound looking for a strikeout or a double play, so you better set your sights at least belt high.
Line drive to center field. Eaton has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he is in there.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
So next to the plate for the Phils, J.P. Crawford. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. On the ground to third. Cook takes it in. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation. And seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll be thrown out at first. So that didn't go quite according to plan, and with it, the inning is over. So 1 run here on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 3 men left on base. Stretch time coming up here in Pittsburgh. It's the Phillies 3 and the Pirates nothing. Standing in, Steve Cook. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And there's ball 1. Sliced hard on the ground. Hernandez ranges to his left. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
A 5-0 finish tonight. Philadelphia jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Drew Hutchison notches his 3rd win of the year. Jamison Taillon pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. And as we jump into action here, we've currently got a runner at first with 2 down in the inning. Standing in, Steve Cook. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 pitch. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
He's set, and the 2-0. Hit hard up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Attaboy, good job. Way to rip.
Oh boy, this is some serious bragging rights for the next couple weeks in the clubhouse. When a relief pitcher gets an AB and is able to capitalize with a big base hit, he's not going to let the boys hear the end of this one.
Center fielder, number 6. Starling Marte.
Hit on the ground is short. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw to third, but too late, and he's safe at third. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Takes this the other way to right. And he has delivered on 3 and 2 as he comes up big. It's a base hit. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
And that's hitting one-on-one right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
Luis Garcia trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Garcia.
Digging in, Corey Dickerson. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2 and 2.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
3 and 2, full count. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We've played 8 full. Philadelphia's on top, 4-3. Kevin Segrist enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Carlos Santana will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Carlos Santana.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Now batting, number 23.
A ball and 2 strikes. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Now batting, shortstop.
Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full, 3-2. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's in time.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
Stepping into the box, Charlie Culberson. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Men on third with 2 down. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Grossman moving in. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. One error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Pirates 3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Pedro Acosta takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Batting in the 7th spot, number 34, Pedro Acosta. Now playing third base and batting in the 9th spot, number 16.
So stepping in, Eli Salas. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
The 3-1, and he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch on its way. And this is taken for ball 4. So just like that, the tying runs aboard to start the home half.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Into the box, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Number 23 is there, and he has it for the out. So a big moment here, and standing in, Adam Frazier. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Striding in once again, number 7, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. The 2-1 on its way. Very weakly on the ground. Salas leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one. And the Phillies have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road, as this one is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Philadelphia rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jake Arrieta notches his 3rd win of the year. Trevor Williams pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Pedro Acosta wraps it up for the save, his 6th. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 4 runs on 6 hits. 2 errors. They left just 1 man on base. For the Pirates, 3 runs on 10 hits.